Hey there, Shankar, everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. I get a lot of questions about e-commerce and how I can make a lot of money from e-commerce and just in general how to make a lot of money. But before we get to the point of making money, I think there's an important lesson to be discussed here about in general the mindsets behind making money and you identifying for yourself who you are as an individual before you get involved with these things. So what do I mean by this? Let's get this video started. Okay, so everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to make that mashallah money. However, the amount of money that you can make is directly correlated to who you are as an individual. Now, this doesn't sound that sophisticated, and it's not. It's really what I'm trying to say is that sometimes, no matter how much effort you put into something, you might not end up making a lot of money, whereas somebody else could put up very little effort in that, and they might make a lot of money in that. It's because who you are as an individual and what you've been through in life, and what your mental state is, and what your emotional state is, and what your intellect is. That all has to play with it. So for example, I know a lot of brothers who are very lazy, but they want to make a lot of money from e-commerce. They're like, oh man, I'll open up one Shopify website or one dropshipping website and I'll make $1 million. No, 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 no. That's not how this works. Yes, there's a few people that have hit a massive home run or a massive six or scored a massive goal from their first shot that they got, and they've been successful from it, but they don't maintain that success for a long time because there aren't that individual who can maintain that success. Now, I'll give you an example. Let's just say you are a person that is not very entrepreneurial, is not very creative, right? But wants to make a lot of money from something that could be entrepreneurial, very creative. You won't be able to do as good of a job if you're not going to be willing to have the mindset of spending money. I know brothers who are very, energetic. I want to make money, but as soon as I say, okay, what's your skill sets? I'm very smart at Google certifications. I make good money from Google certification. Okay, fantastic. You can set up, and you want to make a lot of money from Shopify. What's your knowledge of Shopify? None. How creative are you? None. What's your branding understanding? None. Marketing understanding? None. What's your design understanding? None. Communication understanding? None. Copywriting? None. Would you be willing to spend $10,000 to $20,000? Okay, fine. Even $5,000 from someone who's back in Pakistan, India, Vietnam, Philippines, and they can help you set up all this stuff from a creative element and help you find a decent product. No, 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 no. I don't want to spend money. I want to do it myself. My friend, you don't have the intellectual source. You are an analytical, a math guy. A math guy is not naturally creative. If you're a math guy and naturally creative, you're a golden piece. Not everybody's like that. 90% of the people are not like this. So you have to understand this about yourself before you try to get into business. Who are you, right? And then you have to see how can I fill in those gaps. I personally know that I'm very good at this, but I'm not good at this. Thus, for me to be successful, I need someone else to fill in these gaps for me. I might be a jack of all trades. That's okay. But I need to be a king of a few. And the king of a few means that, I'm good at that, but not necessarily I'm good at the other things. So I need a king of a few for the other things, right? As I said, if you're an analytical individual and you don't know creativity, then don't get into it. You're going to waste your time and you're going to burn yourself out. Just hire somebody to do it. But you're not willing to do that either. So you realize you're a cheap individual and you don't have the skill sets to launch something successful right off the bat. It's not that combination is not going to work out. So you have to figure these things about yourself. I know brothers who want to become a massive tech company owner. Okay, are you willing to do 16 hours a day? Are you willing to sacrifice 99% of your social life? Are you willing to sacrifice majority of your fun time? Are you willing to sacrifice your sleep? You don't become Elon Musk by sleeping 9 hours a day, 10 hours a day. He was sleeping 4 hours a day. You don't become Jeff Bezos like this. Are you willing to beg in front of people for money? I mean, when you're raising funds, you're not necessarily just pitching and stuff like that. No, you're indirectly also begging for money. Can you let your ego go? No, I can't do all these things. But you want to be a multi-millionaire tech company owner? You want to be a Mughal? Hope you guys are enjoying the video. And as you guys are, hit that subscribe button. Let's make that mashallah money together. So these things don't add up, okay? So you have to figure these things within yourself. And the reason why I'm making this video is because, alhamdulillah, I get a chance to meet a lot of entrepreneurs and I get a chance to meet a lot of people who are always asking me how can they get into entrepreneurship. And I always say, first find out who you are as an individual. One thing I told one of my friends, and I always say this to people who are very serious, like when I'm having very serious conversations with them, you are never going to be successful if you're a coward. And I mean this, because a coward is always going to look for the safer and the easier route out. A coward is going to be like, you know what? I don't want to start this company. Or I can't do these 12 hours a day. Or I can't pay for this extra person, I cannot give up my equity. They're gonna find out, they're gonna be stuck. They're not gonna be able to make the hard decisions. If you want to be a big businessman, you need to learn how to not be a coward. You gotta learn how to really do the difficult things. Deep down, whatever gives you anxiety, the tough things, you're gonna learn how to get over them. And that is what's gonna help you get over it. So Kat, this video is supposed to help you understand main thing about starting business or making money is first learn who you are. Then we can talk about how you can make money, how you can make business, how you can make $1 million. Learn who you are as an individual, and then think about what business, how, where, and all the the four W's and the four Y's and the four H's, whatever they are. I forgot about English class. Then you can structure it out and then you can go about it. And this way, you're going to be a lot more successful than you would have been before. Because before, you didn't even know yourself. How do you know you're going to make a business successful or not? Hope you guys like this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Check me out on my other social media. And as always, take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum.